Assalamu alaikum class 9, Miss Najwa here. Every Monday you people have your maths lesson. As you know that you will continue with the same book. Few chapters you have covered in class 8. Now remaining we will cover in class 9, and our first topic in class 9 is unit 7, which is arithmetic and geometric sequences. And our first topic for this unit is sequences. What comes in your mind when you think about sequence? In our daily life, we often observe things which increase or decrease progressively by fixed amount. For example, number of days pass in a year by 7 days every week. It means there is a pattern of 7 days for a week. Secondly, our age increases by 12 months every year. It means there is a pattern of 12 months for a year. But what is the particular definition of sequence? A sequence is a list of numbers. There is usually some rule that connects these numbers. It means sequence is a list of numbers that follow some rule, some pattern, some formula to make a sequence. These numbers are called terms. Now I will explain you with example. Now look at this example. Example number 1, 3, 7, 11, 15. This is a sequence. Now what is the second point? Second point is you have to think about the pattern. Now think about the pattern. Now see the first term, that is 3, second term is 7, third term is 11, and next term is 15. What pattern is following here? You can see the pattern. You add on 4. 4 means you have to add 4 each number to get the next one. For example, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 4, 19. It means in the first sequence your rule is add on 4. Now come to the second example. 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. A1 is the first term, 2 is the second term, 4 is the third term, 8 is the fourth term, and 16 is the fifth term. What is the rule? What is the pattern? What is the formula is used here? You double to get the next number. What double? Double of 1 is 2, double of 2 is 4, double of 4 is 8, double of 8 is 16. So you can see how can you define a sequence. Sequence is a list of number that follow some particular rule. Now look at another example. You have a sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, and you can see these 3 dots. These 3 dots shows that this is an infinite sequence. It has no limit. 3 is the first term, 5 is the second term, 7 is the third term, and 9 is the fourth term. You can identify from this example. Now next example is, now you can see a sequence that consists of 5 terms. A1 first term, A2 second term, A3 third term, A4 fourth term, A5 fifth term, and nth term will be shown with an. You can see that this sequence is a finite sequence because at the end we don't have 3 dots. Look at these examples. We have few examples here. First sequence is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. What is the pattern of that sequence? That each term is adding with 5 to get the next term. Now see, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 20, and by following the same pattern you can complete your sequence. Similarly, in the next sequence, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Every number is multiplying with 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Similarly, by following this pattern, by multiplying each number with 2, you can get the next number. Now, in the third example, there is a sequence of odd numbers. What pattern is following here? Pattern of odd numbers. In the next, there is a pattern of even numbers, then prime numbers, composite numbers, and in the last example, these are the squares of numbers. 1 is the square of 1, 4 is the square of 2, 9 is the square of 3, 16 is the square of 4, and 25 is the square of 5. Hope with all these examples now it is clear that what is a sequence and what is particular about each and every sequence. Means you have to identify the pattern, you have to identify the rule. Now, after a brief introduction of sequence, now we will move towards our next slide, that is about exercise number 7.1. And what is the question? Look at your books, write the first three terms of the following, and the formula is given here. What is the formula? An is equals to n plus 3. It means you have to find the first three terms. And how can you find the first three terms? A1 means first term, A2 means second term, A3 means third term. By putting the values of n, you can get the terms. N1, put n is equals to 1 in this formula. When you put n is equals to 1, you will get the value of A1. When you will put n is equals to 2 in the formula, you will get A2, and A2 is equals to 5. Similarly, if you want to find value of A3, you have to put n is equals to 3, then you will get the value of A3. And now A1, A2 and A3, this is the value of required sequence. Now further I have explained you two more questions, so for practice you can do all parts, and if you have any problem you can see these solutions and solve the remaining parts. And now moving towards our question number 2. Now look at your book. Find the terms indicated in the following sequences. Now what is indicated term? Look at question number 1. This is 2, 6, 11, 16, and indicated term is A8. It means we have to find the value of term 8. This is the indicated term. Now for the sequence, it is very important to identify its pattern. Now look at the sequence I have mentioned here. 2 plus 4. When we add 4 in 2, we will get 6. 6 plus 5 is equals to 11. 11 plus 6 is equals to 17. 17 plus 7 is equals to 24. You can see how can we get the pattern. In the first term you are adding 4, in the second term you are adding 5, in the third term you are adding 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, and after adding 10 you will get your last term, that is 51. So the pattern is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So by following this pattern you can get your eighth term, which is A8, and its value is 51. Similarly, I have solved next example here. You can see and you can observe what is the pattern involving or following in this example 2. Now similarly, I have solved question number 3. part 1 here, and you can observe easily that what is the given sequence 12, 16, 21 and 27. What is adding here? In first term 4, in second term 5, in third term 6, in fourth term 27. And by following this pattern you are getting last 3 terms, which are 34, 42, 51, and in the last you will get 61. So in each and every question you have to identify the pattern. If you will identify the pattern, it will be easy for you to find the unknown terms, that can be A4, A5, A6 and A7. So now your task for this week is you have to complete these questions which I have mentioned here, and you have to complete your homework till Friday and submit it to me or Sir Izan in the following mentioned email addresses. 9E will submit it to me and 9D will submit it to Sir Izan. So that's all for today. You have to be very careful while seeing all this lecture, and note the points carefully, follow the instructions, and next Monday we'll see you with new topic, and complete your assignment and submit it to me by Friday. Thank you so much.